Yeah, man, it's just crazy. I ain't gonna lie. Like it's okay. We gonna run it back.
I told y'all in every single interview, this whole press run, when the fight got announced, I put belt to ass, and you can see that's what I do.
Lamont, you threw more punches and you landed more punches than Tank. How were you able to do this tonight?
What I just tell you, I'm him. I'm telling you that. I'm one of the best fighters in the world, man. And it showed tonight.
Gervonta Tank Davis gets the majority draw against Lamont Roach Jr. Many boxing fans feel that Lamont Roach Jr. won the fight against Gervonta Tank Davis. It's your boy, Mr. 926, a.k.a. Bushido the Dragon, a.k.a. the Black Mage, a.k.a. just do this all day, the two-time demonetized champion of the world.
I need y'all to get the likes up, man. Get the likes up.
Check it out, man. Tank Davis gets the majority draw against Lamont Roach Jr. Some people say it's a cherry pick gone wrong. A lot of people believe that Lamont Roach Jr. won that fight. Will we see a rematch? I don't know. But looking at the fight, man, I saw a lot of things. Talked about it on the live stream last night, the post-fight reaction video. Be sure to check that out. But Lamont Roach Jr. exposed a lot of holes in Tank Davis's game. It's always, if that left hand isn't landing, then what does he really got, right? He's almost seemingly he's a one-arm bandit. His jab was non-existent. And if he can't trap you, then it can get real nasty for Tank Davis, especially if he's in there with a guy that actually has boxing IQ and some boxing skills like Lamont Roach Jr. Lamont Roach Jr. mentions that Tank Davis said some things to him in that last round. Check out what Lamont Roach Jr. had to say.
Something funny. When we was talking in like the 12th round, I think the 12th or 11th, we was talking shit, right? But he like, you ain't gonna win. I said, why not? What you talking about? He like, they ain't gonna give it to you. I said, oh, is that right? So, you know, that's how boxing work. It's sad to say, you know, that's how boxing work. I'm not like totally upset. I figured with a superstar, you won't get too much on paper. But I damn sure thought I had it. Especially when they announced the score for him. I was like, oh, they gonna give me a split decision win. I was like, oh yeah. I was like, oh here it go. But as soon as I heard that 114, I was just like, damn, all right, it's over with. So yeah, man, it's just crazy. I ain't gonna lie. Like it's okay. We gonna run it back.
Now to hear what Lamont had to say, they ain't gonna give it to you. Who is they? Right? Who are they? Like, Tank Davis just knew they wasn't gonna give it to him. Tank Davis knew that it was a chance that he was gonna lose this fight. And this is why at the end of the fight, when they was reading the scorecards and they decided that it was a draw, Tank Davis put his arms in the air and did all that. That was a sigh of relief because he thought he actually lost. He might as well had a loss, right? But thank God I didn't lose, right? Even Tank Davis fans believe that he lost his fight. Will we see a rematch when it comes to...
Do you want that rematch next? And if so, how likely it is that we're to see that fight happen again this year?
I'm not sure, bro. I'm definitely not sure. But hopefully we can get it before... Nah, it probably won't be this year.
Is that the one you want next?
It's definitely the one I want next, but it's not gonna be next.
What is?
You might see it in a minute.
And after hearing what Tank had to say, he don't know. Why don't he know? It could be a situation to where this is one of PBC's last cards. So he don't even know if it's going to happen. Or it's a situation to, well, I don't really know if I really want to fight him again. Right? I mean, he should fight him again. He should look to get up in there and make something happen with Lamont Roach again. Why it's fresh, right? The fight will sell well. Why? Because Tank Davis, they finally seen somebody, the casual fans finally seen somebody that actually can compete with Tank Davis. And it's somebody nobody expected. Now, the purists and the hardcore fans, yeah, we seen Lamont Roach Jr. have some skills. But as far as the casual, the general boxing public, nah, they just thought this was going to be another Tank knockout. But it was far from it.
Like in the ring, and was it to get the towel out, to get the burn out of your eyes, or what was going on? And
I didn't want to get caught. I didn't want to get caught while my eyes was burning. And, you know, like, you can get knocked out like that. So I'd rather take the knee than, you know. But I didn't really know that you can, like, get disqualified for all that. Or, like, when you start counting, I'm like, what the hell? But I don't know.
There should have been a rule to knockdown in the fight. Tank Davis claimed he didn't know and all this stuff. It was like, wait a minute, man. Come on, man. He was doing a lot of things in the fight to kind of disrupt the flow of the fight, right? And that makes me question his actual IQ in the ring. Great fighters adapt. Tank didn't really necessarily adapt to anything. Lamont was, if anything, was adapting to what Tank was doing. Tank wasn't really adapting to what Lamont was doing. Tank would resort to tactics like, you know, look at the ref and start complaining and you know, he was going low quite a bit. You know, he was doing a lot of little sneaky things, man, trying to kind of throw off the flow of the fight. You know, he took the knee. You know, it should have been a rule to knockdown. Floyd Mayweather, when he was beat up on Carlos Hernandez years ago, that fight got ruled a knockdown when Floyd broke his hand in a fight and he took that knee. They counted that as a knockdown, but they didn't count Tank's taking the knee as a knockdown officially, right? They didn't count it as a knockdown, and it definitely didn't have an effect on the scorecards, because if it did, Lamont Roach Jr. would have been a significant favorite. And that's how you know that Lamont Roach Jr. would have had to literally knock Tank Davis out to get a clean-cut victory in this fight. Because that should have been a rule to knockdown, and then once we heard them scorecards, it should have been a damn near unanimous decision. Because of the points got, you know, because of the knockdown, that's too, you know, right? And Lamont Roach Jr., even if you was to give Tank Davis 4 rounds before the fight started, Lamont Roach Jr. done enough to make it at least a 7-5 fight. My opinion, he won a majority of the rounds, in my opinion. Just watching it without really necessarily trying to score and everything, just watching the fight, watching the momentum change of the fight, watching just what these guys was doing. Lamont Roach Jr. was doing a lot of good things in the fight. He was slipping a lot of punches. He showed a lot of good defensive skills. He was just a really, really good matchup for Tank Davis. Tank Davis is going to have a hard time with Lamont Roach Jr. 9 times out of 10. That's just what it's going to be. It's been like that since they was kids, and now we see it's like this as adults as well. But this time, Tank Davis didn't get the decision win. My opinion, Lamont Roach Jr. won the fight. There's no slight towards Tank or nothing. Shit happens. But if I'm being honest, Lamont Roach Jr. definitely won that fight. And it should be a rematch. Lamont Roach Jr. should hold his head up high, right? If anything, it was a moral victory for him because now people know who Lamont Roach Jr. is. A lot of people is saying that Lamont Roach Jr. beat Gervonta Tank Davis. But considering who Tank is and everything that comes with Gervonta Tank Davis, I think that just hearing the mass majority of people say that Lamont Roach Jr. won the fight should be good enough for now. But tell me what you guys think. Should Tank Davis rematch Lamont Roach Jr. right away? Or should he entertain something else? Like, subscribe, holla at your boy. Peace out.